is. Also to note, while the doll is sitting there, the spiritual mist is still hovering above it.
Okay. I don't know what that means, but sure. Anyways,
So what do you intend to do
I
then?
deal 5
What are you
damage to
gonna
the
do?
doll when I hurl it against the ledge of the roof. The far ledge, as far away from me as possible.
Alright, you can in fact probably throw it off the roof if
I
you
don't want
wish.
to. I already said that.
Alright, just making sure. You throw it to the edge of the roof.
Here's a thing. Draw. You see the inside parking, that little thing where you've got all the lines and everything?
Kind of, yes.
Oh shit, I'm drawing in black for some. White. White. There we go. If I was like right here, I'm hurling it over to
To
here.
the opposite side,
Yeah,
right. It is a
to the
fair distance
ledge
away. I'm
area.
going to go ahead and say it is 1 range away from you.
Right, and I also deal it 5 points of damage in the process.
Alright. I'm going to go ahead and have it deal with that. Uh, I think it gets a chance to dodge, doesn't it?
No. I didn't. Hold on a sec. Maybe Poltergeist 3 says something to that effect. Double check. Target may defend themselves, they may dodge as normal, but if they counterattack, they are attacking the object that you flung at them, not you. I'm not flinging anything, I'm flinging them.
Yeah, the weird part is the doll's an object, so he's just hurling the doll against the wall. So it
It
wouldn't.
does. It does roll an 8. However, it does not necessarily have anything to claim in this case, I think.
All right, so apparently well, poltergeist is you can only fling inanimate objects at people. You can't fling animate objects, but this is a doll, so I don't know what's going on here.
It is inanimate enough that the doll can be flung.
All right, takes 5 points of damage. Die, stupid doll.
You're so cruel. Okay, let's go ahead and give it a body.
I'm not cruel. I'm just.
So we have it down to 3 now. The question is, what does it do? It can go ahead and tap 2 completely different soaks in order to take the rest of it. What a shame for it, but good job for you.
Well, I'm not trying to destroy it. My end goal here is if I can, I'm just going to keep hurling it backwards so I can reach it on a turn because it's dazed now.
Right.
To be able to
As the
tie it
doll,
up as, evidence.
as the doll screeches across the tar on the roof, you can see the mist above it, shake and turn staticky and screech. It appears that your efforts do have an effect on it, and there is a connection between it and the doll. It is not beyond comprehension. Uh, so I believe that was just one of yours, wasn't it, Dante?
Technically, I climbed up, so.
Good point. All right, so you went ahead and climbed up. Rise of Good Guys. Dante, you are already in a bit of a fight. Why don't you go first?
I just went. I think you mean Rise of the Bad
Oh,
Guys.
you are correct. It is its turn to try to figure out what to do, and I'm going to have it do the thing that it is meant to do most. Or rather, it is going to attempt to do the thing it is meant to do most, and maybe actually succeed this time. 1, 2, 3. Um, okay, how far can we go with this? Uh, it will actually opt to try to fling itself. Uh, mm, no, that will actually kill it. I don't think it's actually that out to kill itself. It'll go ahead and try to fling the crowbar and the fire poker on the roof at you. So similar to before, what it had to do,
Question, though, because,
yes.
Zomic had the fire poker and I had Zomic.
It was dropped on the ground. It was not
Oh.
attached to his hand or anything.
Didn't superglue it, Zomic? God damn it, I always tell you superglue the poker to your hand! You never
Yes,
listen!
a wise bit of advice ignored once again. However, you can in fact try to dodge this.
Well, that's never gonna happen. I haven't seen a roll yet, though, so.
Oh, I have already rolled this on my side in secret because it was already a secret roll. My bad. Uh, that is good. Do you have anything you can claim to beat a tie?
No. That's what I said. This is never gonna happen. I have one die.
Alright. Well, congratulations. You were taking 3 damage as 2 metal objects fling themselves at your forehead.
Alright, first is the soak. So I soak 1.
Mm-hmm.
I just got back up here. I don't want to go panicked again. I'm gonna injure myself. I know it's not mathematically the best move, but
Alright. You take an injury. Your forehead is bleeding straight down your face. However, you are still standing and resolved against this thing. So let's see. That was its attempt to try to shake you. And it will go ahead and attempt to make more noises in your direction, filling you with the emotional fear of terror, panic, anger, and confusion, all of which make up its ephemeral form.
Just remind me, Urban Jungle, when you get hit, do you go dazed?
Say that again, the last part?
In Urban Jungle, when you get hit, do you go dazed automatically?
No.
Okay.
No, you do not
Daze
automatically
is a
become dazed.
choice of soak.
Right, I'm sorry, I'm just remembering so many rule sets now that I have to remember which one I'm in.
Totally fair. So I'm gonna have you roll body, will, and presence. This is a scare tactic. And it gets its d12 as well. You have rolled 2 8s there, which is very good.
I've rolled
It
one
a
8.
7 and an 8. It is a tie on this one. I believe that means that you will become panicked. However, it also means that it is now also dazed. All right. So that is the end of villains. Rise of good guys again. Actually, Zamek, did I skip you last time? I totally did. Go ahead and take 2 actions.
No, remember he went before me? He knocked that guy out of existence.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I knocked the guy out.
Is there nobody
So-
left in the spirit realm but Zamek?
to Zamek's attention, no, there's not.
All right, so I guess I see Dante come back down and then go back up and all that bit, at least from my vantage point.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
All right, I guess I'm going to make it back to my body.
Okay. You can go ahead and do that. He has moved the body downwards. It is 1 move action to get to the fire escape and get to your body. What do you do with
Okay.
it?
So here's this is the weird thing. Okay, so I'm wondering if I could use the hem of the dreamer to wake myself up if I'm already in the dream world.
Maybe. Let's take a look. What did I have at Swiftwind's notes?
Here, I'll paste it on the
Yeah,
chat.
I pulled it up. I'm looking. Indicating what actions perform. The hymn is a ritual to gather what you need to do to improve opinion of a
Right,
specific entity.
I got that. Okay. I was just hoping that I could like just use it to go. If I go to sleep in the dream world, I would wake up in the real world. Kind of.
Maybe you ought to use that ritual on me sometime.
I guess it would make you fall comatose while in the spirit world.
Which, like I said, I'm
That
just
would
going
be
by.
a rational thing to maybe assume it could do.
Yeah, if you fall asleep in a dream, does this mean you wake up?
You
Yeah.
reach the next dream level.
Can't double
Oh,
negative
yeah.
a dream, right?
So I will
Either
not
that-
say what will or will not happen should you decide to do this, but would you like to attempt it?
Yes, let's hope I just don't inception myself into limbo.
Are you going to attempt to do it as a hasty ritual, or are you going to take your time with it?
How long will it take me if I take my time?
5 minutes.
And what's the penalty for me doing it hasty?
You will have to get several more successes than 1. I will clarify it. I believe it's probably 5, but good to double check.
Also, the fact that a bunch of this is happening on a
Yes.
dream state now means that we'll never know what really happened or what didn't happen.
You would need 5 successes to pull it off in a single round.
Okay, so then I guess I'm just gonna have to because of the gravity of the situation that I feel that I'm in, I can't afford to be too hasty. So I'm kind of just like, I hope you make it alive, boss. And I start doing the ceremony in front of my body for 5 minutes, hoping I can run the clock out. So do I roll it now or do I roll it later?
Go ahead and wait a little bit.
Okay.
Dante, you are still up here with
Right.
this thing, and it frightened you.
Yeah. So I go back down again.
Yep, you go back down.
And then I come back up. You're never gonna keep me down.
Now. Yeah. So you basically just wiggle around on your turn. That means it's its turn. It is no longer dazed. It has one action, and it is going to choose to keep trying. This time I am going to make it not a secret GM roll, but I'm still just going to use the text because I want to for this one. It is activated powers. Mighty powers. But 4 successes doesn't necessarily get it much further than before. But I can make a slightly different choice, as it'll attempt to set things on fire.
They're gonna push me off the roof. It's literally a one success thing, and I'm literally on the edge of the roof.
That's actually a really good point, honestly. Maybe it should just...
If it tried to kill me a second ago, why wouldn't it? It's the one success
you are
option.
correct. I have limited my imagination on murdering you. What does it need to do that? Does Mash...
I mean, not to be my own opponent here, but it's just the logical choice.
Yeah. I'm just trying to see, like, which, part of this would work explicitly towards that end. I could probably just say poltergeist. Just push?
Shove. Sorry, shove is a first order thing, and it will literally shove me off the roof. Is it not? Did they fail to become dazed, unbalanced on their feet? Oh, okay. Well then, yeah. Any of the 3, you've got 4 successes. There's a bunch of 3s that'll toss me.
I think we could go for a non-damaging shove effect. So you will still have the chance to try to resist this. I believe. Go ahead and give me a dodge check.
Oh, not the body, will, and endurance?
Actually, that might make more sense.
Sorry, I thought you were still going with shove.
Push you away, yeah. So yeah, body, will, endurance makes sense. Hey, we have come to a tie. You know what I want to say? You can, in fact, claim that there is a fire escape. You do, in fact, get pushed back and fall, and you sort of fall down the ladder exactly 1 story. I would like you to take 1 single point of damage. You can go ahead and soak this.
Panic soak.
Does a...
But since I've already fallen down, I'm already out of line of sight of the thing, so...
Botch on soak doesn't increase damage, does it? I don't think so.
Say what?
Botch on a soak doesn't increase damage, does it? That was a rule somewhere else.
Botching is an optional rule in Urban Jungle. You can invoke it if you want.
Well, here's the thing, though. I'm already panic soaking, which is 2. You already said 1, and if I botch, it's an extra 1. So the total is the same.
So I will hand wave in the moment and say it doesn't matter. You still soak it.
But again, I panic soak, so I'm panicked, but I'm also out of line of sight of the thing that panicked me by default. So.
Correct.
Right. In other words, it flings you down the fire escape. Ah! And you freak out for a moment. Wait a minute.
It has temporarily claimed the rooftop.
Again.
So, I'm gonna ask Dante, are you going to keep trying to press yourself up onto the roof here, then?
Yes, of course.
Alright. Take an action to press yourself up on top of the roof. What are you going to do as your other action?
Yeah, sorry, for some reason I thought I was dazed for a second.
Nope, not this time.
I'm going to psychokinesis again, because I don't think I can mesmerism a doll, and I'm already ESP'd to the eyeball, so...
Okay. One, two, three.
I guess I'll Poltergeist 3 it, since Poltergeist 5 worked. Is
Of
it within a
course.
short range of me?
Yes it is.
Yeah, I get confused by the bars, because it's at medium range, but I'm at short range, so I can't tell if it's, like, within 20 meters of me, or what is going on.
Right. I'm gonna give it a D8 to dodge, since you threw it across the entire building. But that won't really increase its dodge very much, honestly. And an extra D8. It has a 4 and a 4. Those aren't better than your 6s. It has taken 3 damage.
Yeah, I fling it back into the same wall again, so it's 3 damage.
Alright, we're gonna roll Endurance. It is soaked 1. However, it has no further soaks. As you bash it against the wall, you can see a tear appear in the forehead of this thing, right along the stitching, and the white mist above it begins to disappear in a staticky howl of pain, and nothing further happens. Combat, in this case, is over.
Cool. I am going to use the other 2 guys' bodies that are on the roof. I'm not going to use their bodies. These words are coming out of my mouth very weirdly. I'm going to take their clothes off. Okay. I am going to take, like, they're wearing jackets or some shit, or shirts or something, right? I'm
Yeah,
going to
of
use
course.
that to
They're
tie
wearing
their
thick trench
wrists
coats and
and...
everything.
I'm going to use that to tie their wrists behind their back and their feet together.
Okay, you are a magician. You can tie a knot.
Yeah.
Done and done. Zamek, I would like you to go ahead and roll your ritual roll now.
All right. So is
Show me
that
that exactly 1 success.
that's the academics rule, right?
Yes. Mine,
Ooh,
will,
yeah.
academics, and your D12, which the D12 does in fact come in handy here. You get
So,
exactly the 1 success you do, and you go unconscious, only to suddenly wake up in your body. Everything is very cold and uncomfortable because you have been laying across metal and tar. Your body is dirty and feels uncomfortable.
all right. I slowly like rise up, and I'm just like, gee, the old shaman didn't tell me about that trick. I assume Dante's there.
No, you're on the fire escape. I'm on the roof.
All right.
You
I
can
guess
definitely hear him sort of shuffling about up there.
All right. I get up. I dust myself off, and I climb back up. I grab the poker, and I get up, and I'm like, oh, I guess you took care of everything.
Yeah. What is all of this about?
And then I explained, like, yeah, I was taking care of the stuff. Heard this car show up. These guys went onto the roof. They were trying to break in. I tried to do something to stop them. Next thing you know it, I'm on a spirit quest.
What is the doll all about?
Oh, I looked down at the dog. Beats me, boss. They just had a package they wanted to leave behind. They said
It was on fire, and then the doll came out and did crazy shit.
and I go, okay. Well, that explains something because there was some crazy shit happening in the dream world too. So
The dream
and I looked
world.
at I looked down at one of these guys. I go, I think one of these guys has a better answer to our questions than anything I could come up with, boss.
Well,
Why don't we
I tied
why don't
them
we take him
up.
downstairs? Why don't we take him downstairs and show him our special show?
While you're kind of hanging around them, and after you've tied them up, you kind of start to notice one of them isn't breathing.
Yeah, that's what I was
Is
about
that-
to say, is the fact that you woke up, they didn't wake up.
The
Is that
other
the
one
one that-
is still technically breathing.
Is the one that's dead the one I knocked out?
No.
I go, yeah, no, I don't know what happened to that guy, boss. What happened to the one I punched out? Is he still out?
He's still out. He's still breathing.
Zamek, run downstairs, get on the phone, call Claudia, tell her we need her over here immediately. I think we need to discuss something very important.
You got it, boss. Run downstairs.
So you run downstairs to get the phone, correct?
Yep.
Who you calling?
I'm assuming that since I don't know what happened at Claudia's mansion, that the first thing I'm going to do is call the mansion, since I'm assuming that's the easiest way for me to get in touch with Claudia.
Indeed so, and you hear it ring, and nobody picks up.
And go, that doesn't sound that feels ominous. Is there any other contacts that Claudia might have given me in case I needed to get in touch with her? I'm assuming we already did that.
Well, there's the black line because I believe I gave you a card.
Yeah, so can I call that number? What happens when I call that number?
Claudia, I don't believe you were there at all. You were on the streets, aren't you?
Right. So no one answers the black line either. There's no one home.
Oh, I thought the black line was your home number.
No, it's a separate line.
Right, but the
I
same
figured-
place, I thought.
I figured you'd have some kind
It calls a different phone in the house, which no one answered.
Oh, I figured you'd have like somebody at some other place, like sitting next to the phone somewhere, like if it's called.
The black line is at the mayor's house, yeah.
Right. So they
Something
don't
like
pick up the
that.
first time. Do you try a second time?
What?
I
You're breaking up
usually
on me.
do with people at the house, but what we don't know is a bunch of guys, just a bunch of gangsters, just shot the hell out of it.
Well, no, didn't they also set fire to your building?
Possibly. I'm hoping the fire department puts that out.
So
That's what we pay them
all
for, right? Taxes, am I right?
But that was my question. You called once, and of course, sometimes people don't pick up the first time. Do you call a second or third time?
Yeah, I call it a couple of times, or I do the thing where I just don't hang up for like a minute, where it's like obviously I'm waiting to see if someone is just
Right,
ignoring
right. You hold on to the black line for a little bit, and eventually, it picks up.
Hello, Claudia?
It seems we have common friend.
Oh, it's my clone.
Who is this?
A mutual friend. I have one of yours here, a deer. Don't know his name. He's not moving yet. May not move again.
Okay. I was like, I read the Pulp Fiction novel. Where do you want us to meet, and what's your demand?
One girl, Claudia. Where is she?
I don't know where she is, but I can get my hands on her. What do you want?
Just her. Alone.
Okay, you're gonna give me a date, time, some way to get in touch with you, smoke signals, what?
1 hour. I give you location. This address. Be there.
All right, I write it down.
Good. Look forward
Yeah.
to seeing her. And
Yeah,
he
I
hangs up.
All right, I slam bang on the phone. I run back upstairs, and I tell Dante, yeah, we got a problem. Claudia's not picking up her phone, and apparently someone kidnapped James, which means something might have happened at the mansion when we left it, when we were gone. He goes, I guess we really do have to show these guys our special show.
You keep saying that. I don't think it means what you think it means.
Probably not, but I'm assuming I'm young and inexperienced.
He's stuck
so
in his
phrasing.
ways now.
Phrasing.
What was the number? Can you give me the number?
The black line.
Yeah. I'd like to call that number myself. Now that I know somebody's picked up and there's some sort of weird situation going on.
Okay. Well, I help drag the bodies downstairs while you go deal with Mr. Creepy.
Okay, Dante, you call back again, but this time, instead of calling, it says, "I'm sorry, the number you have dialed is no longer in service." Or, no, is that even available in the 1920s? I think probably would just fail to connect, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I
It
think
would
would just
fail to
go
connect,
dead.
and you'd have to call the operator and ask them why it didn't connect.
All right.
And
Yeah, I
then
don't
the
even think you would
operator
get.
would
I don't
tell
even
you it
think.
was out of service.
I don't even think you would get like a tone or anything like that. It would literally like the line would just click and nothing would happen.
Oh well, we just
Yeah, this is pre-dial tones.
don't get into the situation where we have to figure out if hypnosis or suggestion works over the phone.
Yeah, you would call, it wouldn't get through. You'd ask to speak to the operator, or the operator.
Okay, so, nothing gets through in this
Oh
case.
wait! I want to try one more thing. I want to call the other number.
The original house number?
Yeah.
Okay, that also likewise does not come to
All right.
anything.
In my head, I'm thinking, okay, well maybe they just ripped the phone off and threw it across the room. In which case, there might be the other phone in the house.
Yep. Apparently my house is burning down.
Joyous times.
Well, then I don't know how we're going to get to you, Claudia, because I don't know where else to go, and I don't literally know what your situation is right now.
Indeed, Claudia, right now you are tailing your doppelganger, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
You are keeping an astute lookout for any danger, as it looks like, your Detective Daher isn't too far away and is actually following behind by about a block of distance to observe as well. And you can see maybe a couple of people also with them who are in sort of heavier trench coats than he is.
Wow, so yeah, this is the safest person in the world. I actually didn't ask them for a security detail, but that's nice that Daher would actually do that.
But at right now, it appears that your double is kind of going about their business without really being, bothered too much. Why
I'm
don't you go ahead and roll mind observation to keep a lookout?
all right. Something I'm actually good at.
Let's see.
So yeah, 2 successes.
Hey, that is pretty good. You can, of course, see a little something. I've gone lost here on the different maps I'm trying to manage here. Okay, yes, you do in fact see a little something. It looks like you recognize the face of two individuals, who you had seen in William's photograph. It appears that they are driving along in a car and also keeping a distance. Oddly enough, they are about 20 feet away from Daher across the street.
Okay, and you say I recognize these people from where?
Uh, William had a photograph in his journal of his fellow squad mates, and you recognize these faces.
I would. What kind of car are they driving?
Um, they're driving what looks like a reasonably fancy car. In fact, you recognize this as another one of William's.
God damn it!
I'm going to go ahead and delete A and B here.
Okay, I am going to find a payphone,
Mhm.
and I'm going to call. Well, yeah, it's the only way I can communicate this. This is so roundabout, guys.
I know.
But-
Welcome to the past, where it was actually terribly inconvenient to contact.
But I also
people.
know that in the past that agents would, if you have security detail, she'd also be calling in on a regular basis to confirm that she was safe. So I'm going to call the agency, tell them I'm Claudia Greathouse, and give them the password or some other shibboleth to convince them who I am, and tell them and tell them that I know that the target's being tailed. So I want them to lead their tail on a wild goose. I want them to try and shake the tail and lead the tail on a wild goose chase. Now, it might be several minutes to an hour before she calls in to check that. But then, after I call that in, I'm going to go back to tailing the car because the long-term plan is I'm hoping that she'll go down some kind of alley. This car will follow it because I want to ambush the car.
All right.
That makes sense.
Yes, it does. I'm just sort of organizing a couple things here real quick.
Right. And I mean, in action terms, we can hand wave over the interesting part happens.
Right. So you've told them to sort of deal with their check-in, and on check-in, start leading them on a chase through the city to try to break the tail.
Right, because I want to ambush the car, and I was thinking the best way to ambush the car is to jump on the front hood, beat up everybody inside.
I guess to clarify, how are you going around town? It is dark now. I assume you are wearing your mask and disguise, and you're on your special vehicle.
I'm sneaking around in the shadows like I'm freaking Batman following the car. Since Claudia's on foot, I assume the car just mostly sits in places and idles, and then drives around, spreading leaded gasoline fumes into the air.
Correct. It is not hard to keep up with, particularly because it keeps stopping. It will go ahead and after about an hour or so, you see that they stop by a payphone and they've put in a quick little bit of coinage. And after they're done with the call, they start taking a dive through an alleyway.
All right, I'm gonna ambush the car. I want to jump on the front hood.
All right. The two in the car are driving to the alleyway, and it looks like they're about to get out until go ahead and roll me body speed athletics. This will be to correctly jump on top of the car, not fall off in front of it, and be not goofy. I am certain you can pull this off.
Is 3 successes good enough?
Oh, that was the roll right there? All right.
Yep.
Yeah, 3 successes is more than good enough. You can go ahead and make a scary stunt at the same time with an additional plus
I'm
8
gonna
if you like.
scare the crap out of you jerks.
Hell yeah.
Okay, that's body, will, presence. Oh, actually, I have a terrible presence, but I have guts. A mere 4.
A mere 4E, they do have a chance. And by that I mean actually a rather large chance.
Yeah, I went for the driver, so I can only scare multiple people if I sweep, and it looks like
Yeah, with the 6, he is unfazed by this, and in fact points at you and goes, an interloper. And he is pulling out a pistol.
Yep.
A military-grade sidearm.
Wow, yeah, these guys have heavy hardware, yep.
All right. So, I'm going to go ahead and, I can go ahead and move these guys to the side. And deal with them later, and pull you guys down here. You are on top of the hood of the car, and they are inside their car.
Yep. What do they do?
Let's see. They will go ahead and pull out their arms. Actually, why don't I roll initiative for them? See if they... one does not start with anything and is dazed, I believe.
Yeah.
He cannot believe this is happening. The other one has pulled out his pistol, and he will take aim at the thing on his hood, and will fire.
I'll dodge.
All right. If I'm correct, he is not a great shot. He is, in fact, not really rolling much of anything. I'm going to go ahead and go here, confirm this. Oh yeah, and roll the aim. He fires off several shots through his own windshield. The glass shatters. However, it gives you all the distraction you need to avoid the shots themselves.
Wow, and even the city too. What is he shooting? Like a pistol?
He is firing off a military-grade service pistol.
Wow! Holy crap! And
Uh,
what does the other guy do?
The other guy is dazed, so he pulls out his gun. And that is it.
Okay.
It is now Rise of Good Guys. You're on
Well,
the
he
roof of
has
the
all the
car.
bullets in the world. Aren't you a nasty person? Well, it's time for me to guard. And
I
crap,
suppose for
actually,
reference notes, you did hear the man who fired used up all of his bullets, and he is at the bottom of his magazine.
oh, he's dry firing, huh? Screw it, I'm gonna aim and shoot the driver.
Hell yeah. He does not have an ability to counterattack. He will attempt to dodge this.
Yeah, he does get cover from the car.
Yes, that will definitely help him. I think that's a
And if it
D8
makes him
cover.
feel any better, I am not a good shot.
What level of cover is this?
It's usually a D8. I am a terrible shot.
That's okay. I think he's a terrible dodge too. 4 and a 6.
No,
though.
that's still better than 4.
Most of your bullets actually hit the metal hood of the car and ricochet.
That was a crappy roll.
Did you aim and fire or?
I aimed and fired. That's where the D12 was from. That came up
Oh,
one.
oh, that just rolled a 1. Oh, that's so disappointing. I'm sorry.
I know, and I would actually have shooting, so I don't have a favorite use. So we just start sitting there shooting at each other and missing.
All right. One of them, whose pistol is out, will drop it beside him, put his hands on the wheel, and look to his friend and say, "You shoot her!" As he starts to put the car into gear. He will try to shoot you first. He is going to take aim to do so.
No guts, no glory. I am going to shoot back. That was a mistake.
He has 1 success on that, and it does 2 damage. That is 3 total as a bullet strikes you straight in part of your body. What do you have to tap? That is a 6.
Yes.
2 damage.
2 damage. I will tap Panic Soak.
There you go. You are now panicked on the hood of his car as he starts to accelerate now.
Mm-hmm.
And he is literally going to try to toss you from the car. You can roll speed, athletics, and evasion to.
Wait a minute. You can't aim. I thought the driver was the one who pulled out the gun and shot at me.
No, the driver dropped his gun into the seat.
Okay, the driver's dry fired. Roger that. All right.
Yeah, the driver is done firing.
All right. So what do you need me to roll?
Oh, the other one is also dry fired immediately. This is a roll to stay atop the car as he tries to shake you. So I would probably say something along the lines of body and speed to try to stay up on top of it, and probably athletics. Unless you want to hop off safely in the processor, which might be
No, I
evasion.
gotta stay on the car. This is too badass.
All right, that is perfectly acceptable as a response. He is going to not roll very well, honestly, as he tries to take control of the vehicle.
Ooh, is he gonna crash the car? That would be perfect.
He has not botched it, but he did not succeed at his goal. He, in fact, hits a couple of garbage cans and comes to a stop. I'm going to go ahead and declare that he is going to go ahead and guard, because this is not great for him right now. And it goes back to the Rise of Heroes. You are panicked, but on the top of their car.
Yeah, the problem is I'm panicked. I'm going to have to run to the other side of the car and hide.
All right, you hop off the car, and you can go ahead and roll to hide. That is a success. You are hidden on the side of the car. The two of them look between each other and go, "Well, where'd you go?" You are no longer frightened.
Yep.
However, you are dazed.
Gonna try and back the car up and go somewhere, or are they just gonna reload their guns, or what?
You hear the two of them talk between themselves briefly. It's like, "Who the hell was that?" "I don't know, but I think they're probably protecting the Claudia girl." "Well, get out and look for her." "Why me?" "Because I own the car." And you hear grumbling as one of them will go ahead and take a focus, and the other one will step out and reload his gun. the driver is still in his driver's seat focused.
Right. So the driver stops to look around, and one guy gets out.
Yes, I believe he has a chance to try to observe you. They are not great at observing.
Well,
We'll
bring
be
it.
quite honest. He did roll a 4 there. 1 success.
That should be enough if he gets out of the car to see me.
He has not gotten out of the car yet.
Oh, then maybe not.
So, if he does get out, he may very well see you, but he's actively looking for you. If you pop up, he will definitely see you. All right. So the two of them are done. It is your turn. You are dazed. You have 1 action.
Well, I have to recover from being. Yeah, I recover from being dazed.
Correct.
Yeah, I can't move and attack because I don't actually have any of those powers. I'm gonna have to wait for the guy who got out to come get me. So I'm gonna wait.
All right. You go ahead and
I'll guard.
guard. There we go. Good choice. He is going to go ahead and step around the vehicle and see if he immediately sees you, but he does not. But he is not focused, so he is not searching for you.
Well, I'm not really hidden anymore, so when he comes around the corner, he'll see me.
Okay. He sees you, and he is within near range of you because he has just turned around the car. He is going to take his gun and point it at you and shoot.
I will counter shoot.
All right. Cultist, why don't you show me how terrible you are at shooting? Oh, I didn't even have anything selected there. Probably because it's better if I just do this. He's not aiming. There we go. He has a 5.
I'm the winner with a 9. I will shoot you for a whopping 2 points of damage because I'm a terrible shot.
Excellent. He is going to go ahead and immediately tap his Frenzy Soak. I'm going to go ahead and give him heart. He is tapped. 1 thing. You hear him scream and go, "Ah, that's like it." Oh, that's the wrong one. The other one is the one that's injured. That was his turn to try to turn around. This guy now sees you, and he's going to go ahead and activate his focus immediately, and also send a bullet at you.
All right, I'll counter shoot you too. I still got bullets.
Actually, no, he has to reload first, so he...
No, you said he already reloaded.
The other one did, who stepped out.
Okay.
The one that was focusing, he did not do it.
Damn it, you made me waste a good roll.
I'm sorry. I will not make you waste a good roll because he's going to pick up his gun, reload it, and then fire. And that is 3 things he could do because he is focused. And
Right.
it is their turns.
Well, shoot at me. Ha! I shoot you for 2 points of damage.
Oh no!
And I still have bullets. Holy crap.
Yes, you do. And out of curiosity, yeah, they still have bullets this time too.
But you guys are too tough. You guys are frenzy soak. You guys are tough bastards.
All right. So the two of them look like they are rearing up for a fight, but it is your turn now.
I am going to aim and crap. I'm going to punch the lights out of the... The other guy didn't go down either, right?
No, neither of them are down at the moment.
And you still have bullets. Because neither of you dry fired.
Correct.
Cracker. And they're in short range, right? I have no choice.
They're within 3 meters, yes.
Yeah, that's not close enough. Oh, man, I hate you guys so much. I'm not a skilled shootist. I'm going to have to... I'm going to move closer to the thug who's within 3 meters of me and guard.
Ooh, okay. So you go ahead and take a defensive stance after rushing at him, trying to provoke him into attack. And guess what? On the Rise of Villains, it works. He is going to go ahead, and actually, he is going to go ahead and, yeah, he's going to keep shooting. He's going to go ahead and aim because he has a moment to as you rush him.
Right, and then shoot me?
Yes.
I will punch your lights out. Bam! That's a 4-point hit.
Oh, that is perfect. He does not have enough soak at all to work with. In this case, he is down as you clobber him.
What does the driver do?
The driver looks and sees his friend in his rearview mirror go down, and he goes, screw this, and he's going to try to drive away. He is backing up through the alleyway and trying to get away. Rise of Good Guys, do you want to try to attempt to stop him?
I'm gonna climb onto the car and grab him through the front window.
All right, he is at a distance at the moment. You will have to try to close that distance with a body speed athletics.
Oh my god, what the hell is that?
Wow, yeah, what is that? Do you
The
have
hell
a
is that?
favored use?
I don't know what I would make my favorite use for athletics. I guess
Running?
climbing? I guess climbing. Jeez, man. Roll better than that, damn it. What the hell? Not my day.
Unfortunately.
He might get away.
You do close the distance, but you have not latched onto the car. You have one more action, I think.
Crap. I got no choice. I gotta pop the driver. He's got both hands on the wheel and he's distracted, hopefully.
Indeed. He does have a car for cover.
Well, he does have the car for cover, and while he could countershoot because he's driving the car, all of his dice will be capped as transport, and he doesn't know how to drive. So I'm going
He
to cap the driver.
definitely doesn't.
Right, so he's going to dodge. I'm out of bullets, but I still have a 6.
Right. If he makes this, he gets out. Here is his cover. His cover is an 8. It hits
Yep.
the metal paneling of the vehicle once more, saving his butt.
All right.
He is now driving away and is out.
One of my favorite quotes from the manual. If you could find a mechanic who could buff out bullet holes. Well, hopefully one of the cadre of private investigators will notice this is unusual. I'm going to go find the unconscious guy.
Indeed, as the car is pulling away out the alleyway, through the narrow gap you see towards the street, you see another car racing after it, and you see a deer inside of it.
Right. I'm going to go pick up the unconscious guy. I'm going to disarm him. I'm going to look at his gun. What gun does he have?
A service pistol, a 1917 firearm from the Great War.
Yeah, like a 45 or something like that. Jesus Christ. That's mine now. Pocket.
He also has a knife.
Mine. Is it a weird knife or just a switchblade knife? Like a common...
It is just a Bowie knife. It is thick.
Just a utility knife. Okay. Wow, you guys came for murder.
He lightly rouses as you are holding him and disarming him.
Okay.
Murder, yeah, good at that.
Oh
yeah, who are you?
I'm gonna press him up against the brick wall, and I'm gonna have to explain. It's like, now I'm gonna explain things, calmly and slowly, because you're the kind of person who makes very bad life choices.
Okay.
I need to make this very clear that Mr. Breakstone and Miss Greathouse are under my protection.
And who the hell are you then?
Sorry, I choked on my bad jokes. I'm your worst nightmare.
And you just throw him away with the message?
No, I'm not letting you go away. You're getting arrested. Or actually, you can't get arrested because there's really no crime other than your friend just drove away.
Breaking down on their car.
Crap. I really want to murder you, but I can't do that because I have mercy. Damn it.
Please, I'll tell him. I'll tell Chico back. Just let me go.
Because it doesn't matter where you go. I know who you are. I know what you do. You're not the first monster I've taken down. You won't be the last.
Oh gosh. Please.
Now,
He definitely seems duly frightened.
Now, I've memorized if I see you again, I won't be as merciful.
I promise. I promise. Straight path, only straight and narrow. Now on, definitely yes.
And I gotta throw him down on the ground.
Ah! And he crawls several feet before actually clambering onto his feet and running out the alleyway.
I don't know they burned down my house. This is hilarious.
Yes.
But I think after this, first of all, I'm going to disappear because so I'll sneak away. Then quickly take off the hat and the mask so I can blend in, and then I will call the house, and that's when I'll discover that no one's answering at the house.
Indeed, you find it very odd that your phone isn't connected.
I will disguise my voice and call the police.
You call the police and they say, yes, ma'am, we will head there right away.
They don't tell me if a fireman's been dispatched or anything. I guess not. Okay. Actually, I don't see why I disguise my voice. I'm pretending to be Claudia Greathouse. I'll just call, I am Claudia Greathouse. I'm worried my house isn't responding.
Oh, it would appear that, let me see the dispatch. Yes, police and firemen have already been dispatched to the location. You have nothing to worry about, Miss Claudia. You should be safe now.
I like the way they word that. What do you mean nothing? Nothing to worry about. My house might have burned down. What kind of police are you guys? Well, crap.
Well, you're at a safe location now calling us about the event, ma'am. We already had the event reported after gunfire at the location.
Sorry, I apologize.
You are ready to give a police statement if we come pick you up, right?
I'm sorry. I must be hysterical. No, what? My house is on fire. No, I can't. I must. I'm gonna hang up on them, and I'm gonna go back to the house.
All right. You head back to the house, and by the time you arrive, a large portion of the front facade is burnt. It doesn't look like they've actually burned it all the way down, but there is plenty of damage, and you can see one of the phone lines nearby is actually toppled over.
Right, and they've got some fire. I mean, yeah, it's not like Sharkoga is strange fire.
It's actually odd. There's a very conspicuous dent in the pole, like someone crashed a car into it on their way out or something.
Yeah, it's pretty annoying. I'm in the guise of Claudia. I'm going to what, are there any firemen here or anything? I need to speak to someone. What about my staff? What's going on?
I'm sorry, ma'am. Can't allow you to cross this line just yet. It's not safe inside the structure. We have to make sure it's safe for damage. Filed marshals keeping it, checking it out right now.
But I'm in a hysterical dam. You could at least tell me that my family and friends are okay.
Ma'am, as far as we've seen, there's nobody inside the building. There appears to be, no one inside at the time. If there was anyone there, they are safe somewhere.
Thank you.
Go ahead and put out a search for them if you'd like. Who would be missing?
James just went past me. I don't understand that.
Oh, he's joking. It was your detective that passed you. He's like, oh, you mean the other deer?
Yeah, the other deer. Yeah, I suspect as much. It's like, well, I'll have to. Oh no, my house. I can't believe fire. All my. I'll need a moment. Of course, I'm gonna have to turn away to look like I'm gonna cry, but really, I'm fuming with rage. I can't believe they moved this far.
What happened what did happen to her butler? Actually, what did happen to the butler?
Good question. No one here knows.
No, but at least Dahair tailing the guy who got away, so that's going to be somewhere. So that's my next option, is to get back on the moped in black. And,
and as you turn around to look at your house one time, you can't help but notice the conspicuous amount of bullet holes in the front of your mansion.
Yeah, I figured as much. Fortunately, Brixton wasn't here, but now I'm worried about Green.
Speaking of Green, you
and my butler
begin to take control of your body once more, but now you have already been bound up. You are tied up in a harsh rope, and you have been dragged into a dark alleyway where 3 men loom over you. 2 of them you recognize from earlier today. Or, well, one of them, that is. You spent a good bit of time in a room with him. And I believe you would remember his name is Martin Robbles. And of course, you see also the terrifying, massive, bulky badger. The 3 of them have formed a huddle while you are slumped into against a damp wall in this alleyway. And it appears they are whispering amongst themselves.
Can I hear what they're saying?
You could go ahead and roll me mind observation. All right, with 1 success, you cannot catch wind of them unless you try to wiggle a little bit closer.
Wiggle a little bit closer.
You do, and Chikovec turns his head towards you.
And
as you
I
get
try.
closer. But you hear just before that he says, "It will be your chance to prove you're worth something." And then he turns to you. You awake. Do not make sound. You will not make another one afterwards. Understand?
I nod.
Good. You even learned sense of humor already. I like you. Assuming your friend shows